just want to thank God for the day. I want to thank you for life, light, and love. I want to thank you for our family and our friends. I want to thank you for Jeff and our relationship.
Mariah today, she's like, man, she said she feel better from talking to you.
For sure.
You got her in her feelings, man.
What happened?
No, I'm just saying she loves you, man.
Oh, for sure.
Like, overly.
Yeah, like, too much. Sometimes too much.
Look at himself. He can't look at himself. His country's eating him up. He trying to pay all this money to keep this stuff out the blogs. Keep paying the media. This what the control they have. This the control they have. Calling people, bro, don't unfollow me, bro. Know what I mean? Not right now, bro. I understand you don't mess with me, bro. But just do it in a professional way, bro. Like, come on, bro. Yeah.
Man, it looks like Young Thug's secrets are spilling all over the place after these wild prison call leaks. First, he was caught dissing K-Dot for not being on Drake's level. Then he threw shade calling Glorilla ugly, and now, boom! It's Mariah the scientist left crushed in the middle of this firestorm. Mariah is completely shattered, y'all, and the internet is going absolutely insane over these jaw-dropping leaks. Now here's the real shocker. Sources are claiming these recordings expose a secret prison affair that nobody saw coming. The follow-up has been pure madness, with social media exploding in real time. Clips are going viral left and right, fans are picking sides, and poor Mariah is caught dead center, blindsided, and brokenhearted. This isn't just gossip anymore, this is a full-blown eruption shaking the music scene like never before. We've gone from hidden whispers to public outrage overnight, and trust me, this mess is rewriting everything we thought we knew about Thug, Mariah, and everyone tied to them. And the craziest part? The receipts are out here for the world to see.
Mariah today, she's like, man, she said she feel better from talking to you.
For sure.
You got her in her feelings, man.
What happened?
No, I'm just saying she loves you, man.
Oh, for sure.
Like, overly.
Yeah, like, too much. Sometimes too much.
Mariah herself even said, "Now I cannot trust you and I'm forced to let you go." Whew, that says it all, doesn't it? Think about it. Mariah stood solid, holding Thug down for 2 whole years during his RICO trial, riding for him like the loyal partner she was. And meanwhile, allegedly he's behind bars getting cozy with someone else. That's not just messy, that's downright cold. And let's not forget, another leaked call recently resurfaced where Thug bragged about talking to 10 different women every single day while locked up.
You know, a lot of girls hit me up. Asia hit me up out of the blue. What was the girl with the freckles? Remember her?
Yeah, Latasha.
Yeah, she hit me up.
Look, when I come out tonight, I'm gonna call. When I come out tonight, I'm gonna call you.
You want me to call her?
Yeah, for sure. So I want you to text her and tell her, for sure.
10. And he didn't even sound ashamed. He laughed it off like it was just another part of his prison routine. No wonder that clip spread like wildfire. This whole thing got even messier because it exposed Mariah as the ultimate ride or die, but the only one in the relationship. It was like she was dating herself while he played the field. Just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, more jail calls started dropping, and that's when everything flipped. See, it wasn't just women he was giving all that phone time to. Fans noticed Thug was clocking in just as much with his boys, and that lit the fire on those old DL rumors that have been chasing him for years. From rocking dresses on album covers to casually calling his homies bae, people always thought his vibe was kinda sus. But now, with these calls out in the open, folks are convinced Mariah wasn't just competing with women. She might have been competing with men too. And the real sting? Thug himself downplaying her loyalty. People said he brushed it off like, man, Mariah just loved me too much. Imagine sticking by someone through messy court dates, public humiliation, and RICO headlines, and only for them to shrug you off like you were doing too much. Earrings off, Vaseline on, because the convo online ain't about if Mariah should leave, it's about why she stayed this long. The turning point came when fans realized these leaks weren't random. They were exposing a whole pattern he's been hiding for years. Things exploded when Law and Crime dropped those jail call clips. People were already side-eyeing Thug's RICO case, but hearing his own voice say these things, that sent the internet into chaos. One clip in particular had everyone talking, Thug on the phone with Leanna Saeed. Yep, that Leanna Saeed, the same one now tied to Devin Haney, and the way he spoke to her didn't sound casual at all. Fans swore it sounded like he was keeping tabs on her, trying to juggle options on the outside while Mariah held it down for him inside. Now that's messy. Then came the call that cut the deepest, Mariah's call, and instead of thanking her for being loyal, Thug basically brushed her off like she was doing too much. She's on the line giving him updates from the outside, standing by her man through everything, and he hits her with that cold line about her loving him too much. That moment exposed the whole truth. Mariah was devoted while he was dismissive, but that wasn't even the wildest part. Fans noticed he wasn't just clocking hours with women, he was spending just as much time on the phone with his boys. And that's when the internet went into detective mode. People started replaying every laugh, every tone, every slip of the tongue, and suddenly those old DL rumors came flooding back louder than ever. It wasn't just about Mariah possibly playing second fiddle to other women. It was about whether there was another whole side to Thug's life that she never even knew about. And then came the nail in the coffin. Thug's own words admitting he talks to 10 women a day in jail.
The first time I ever wore a dress, at that point, I didn't even know it was a dress. It wasn't a dress.
One.
On God. Because I know what my version of a dress is. It's kind of like a coat.
When you do put on a dress, is that more for shock?
No, it's just like, I wanted a cheetah print long shirt. I couldn't find one. This is the closest I'm gonna get to it. It stopped me from judging people because it's like, people judge me and people say gay, but it's like, if people think that I'm gay, they already misjudge.
10. That clip hit the internet like a bombshell. Folks were shook because while Mariah was holding it down, he was out here bragging like it was just another hobby. Thing is, fans weren't totally shocked. He already had a rep for stepping out on her even before the RICO arrest. With money, fame, and his history, people expected he had plenty of women around. But what nobody expected was how casual he made it sound. He didn't hesitate, didn't hide, he just laughed and admitted it like it was no big deal, like entertaining women was simply how he passed the time behind bars. For the internet, though, it was more than casual. It was a straight-up confession, a confirmation that while Mariah stayed solid, he was playing games the entire time. And the reactions online? Instant, savage, unforgiving. Fans weren't just upset that Thug was entertaining other women, they were furious about what it made Mariah look like. She was the picture of loyalty, visiting him in jail, defending him in public, shaping her music around love and commitment, and staying faithful the whole way through. Meanwhile, he's out here casually bragging about chatting with a whole roster of women. And maybe even men too. The contrast was brutal, making her look loyal while he barely valued her at all. It wasn't just messy, it was flat out humiliating. The internet wasted no time framing it as proof that Mariah was getting played, and just when people thought it couldn't get worse, boom, more leaked calls dropped. These new clips didn't just stir the pot about his thing with other women, they opened the door to even bigger questions about what else Thug might have been hiding. Because suddenly fans noticed he wasn't just calling women, he was clocking in hours with his boys too. Now of course there's nothing wrong with chopping it up with the homies, but the way he carried on in some of those calls, it had people doing double takes. The laughter, the pet names, the playful tone, it didn't exactly sound like just regular catching up. And let's be real for a second, this isn't new. Thug has been sparking questions for years, from posting online and calling his friends bae to rocking that purple dress on the Jeffrey album cover. He's always kept fans guessing about his reality. These leaked calls just added fuel to something that's been brewing for a long time. At first, fans used to laugh it off, just Thug being playful. But after these leaked calls, people are finally saying out loud what they've been thinking for years. Maybe it wasn't just women he was juggling in jail. Maybe there was something else going on entirely. Some folks brushed it off as jokes, but a lot of people swore these calls sounded like confirmation of those long-standing DL rumors. See, these whispers didn't start behind bars. Thug's antics had people speculating for years. Way before these clips surfaced, his social media already kept fans guessing. He'd hop online calling his friends lover or bae in front of everybody. And of course that had people talking. Then came the infamous Jeffrey album cover, Thug rocking a full-on dress. Some praised it as a bold fashion statement, but plenty of others saw it as another hint about who he really was behind closed doors. And let's not forget the interviews. Every time the topic came up, Thug would laugh it off, dodge the question, or throw out lines like, "My personal life is my personal life." That only made the curiosity stronger. He never shut it down completely. He just left the door wide open for speculation to keep growing. So when these jail calls leaked, fans wasted no time connecting the dots. To many, it didn't look like random jokes anymore. It looked like a consistent pattern stretching back years. They were quick to say, "It's always been right there, and now the proof is in our faces." But through all the chaos, Mariah got dragged into the spotlight without even doing anything.
I just want to thank God for the day. I want to thank you for life, light, and love. I want to thank you for our family and our friends. I want to thank you for Jeff and our relationship. I want to thank you for covering us with the blood of Jesus, protecting us, keeping us safe every day. It has really been a long time coming, and it has been really I would never see him again. Those people who was laughing at me and laughing at the situation, making fun of us. And this shit's so fucking crazy, man. It's supposed to be a prayer. Hold on. Thank you, God. Amen. Now back to me. Who doubted me and doubted this and said this nigga was never coming back. Oh, God. What you gonna say now? Now, when I say thug, we gotta switch it up. This shit is so unbelievable. But let's just make it to the end so I can get on this. You know what I'm doing.
People weren't just asking why she put up with the cheating rumors anymore. They started whispering that maybe she was caught up in something way bigger, something she didn't even know was happening behind the scenes. Suddenly, Mariah's whole ride or die image didn't look like loyalty anymore. It looked like she was trapped in a situation Thug never planned to claim in public. From the jump, her role was clear. She was the one holding it down. She showed up at his court dates, visited him behind bars, and even poured her heart into songs that fans swore were about standing by Thug no matter what. She was painted as the ultimate ride or die, but once those jail calls leaked, the internet turned on her. Praise flipped into jokes and shade overnight. TikToks went viral mocking her loyalty with captions like, "Me being more faithful to my situationship than Mariah is to Young Thug." Twitter threads dragged her nonstop for sticking around while he was allegedly juggling multiple women, and maybe even some of his close friends in ways that didn't sit right with fans. After a while, the conversation stopped being about anger at Thug and shifted into pity for Mariah. The more loyal she looked, the more it felt like she was the one being played. And that's the ugly truth about being tied to a high-profile relationship. Once the internet decides you're getting played, that's the only storyline they run with. And just when it couldn't get messier, her music career started taking the hit too. People weren't talking about her songs anymore, they were calling her Young Thug's girlfriend who won't leave. That once empowering ride or die label? It turned into a trap, chaining her to Thug's drama instead of letting her shine for her own talent. But then came the wildest twist yet. Mariah finally started dropping little hints of her own. Fans noticed she wasn't posting about Thug the way she used to. No more long captions about loyalty, no more defending him in the comments. Instead, she began liking shady tweets and sliding subtle lines into her music that had people wondering if she was finally reaching her breaking point. One lyric in particular had the internet buzzing, "You can't love me right if you're giving pieces away." Whew. Fans instantly connected the dots, claiming it was a direct shot at Thug and his alleged options behind bars. Suddenly, instead of pitying her, people were rooting for her to wake up and cut ties once and for all. But even as she pulled back, the drama just wouldn't leave her alone. Paparazzi caught her looking drained at events, while blogs ran non-stop stories painting her as the girlfriend who refuses to walk away. And every time a new jail call leaked, her name was right back in the headlines, dragged into chaos she didn't even create.
Mariah, the only person with me in the green, and it's my fault. Like, you ain't never took no meeting without me. Like, you ain't never tried to cross me out. You ain't never did none of that. I'm gonna give you some of your masters. You see what I'm saying? I take 300 million before I take 375 million. I take 300 million and give you 75 million worth of your rights back. Cause if I sell the shit and make 375 million, I'm already thinking in my mind I got to give you the 75 million anyway. So before I do that, I ain't gonna even take the money. I'm gonna just give you 75 million. So, and your study growing. And you hold your for 2-3 years, you gonna get you 100 million for it. If you hold it for 2-3 more years, you gonna get you 100.
Meanwhile, Thug's team stayed quiet, which only made things worse. The silence fed the narrative that Mariah had been left out in the cold while he laughed it up on those recorded calls. And fans couldn't help but notice the double standard. While Thug was free to play games from behind bars, Mariah's whole reputation was being ripped apart in public. Now the internet split. Some say she's setting herself up for embarrassment if she sticks around, while others argue she's just another victim of Thug's messy world. Either way, one thing's clear, the cracks in their relationship aren't just private anymore, they're playing out center stage for the whole world to watch. Watching those leaked clips of Thug brushing Mariah off didn't just sting, it made it crystal clear she was pouring her whole heart into a man who wasn't giving her that same energy back. And let's be real, Mariah is way too fly to be treated like that. But then came the line that lit the internet on fire and turned the backlash against Thug into full-on rage. In one rant, he low-key admitted that not just him, but several other Atlanta rappers were living on the DL. He clapped back at fans calling him a snitch and snapped, "Since y'all want to call me a snitch, let's air it all out. Half these rappers in Atlanta taking it and their homeboys giving it. Don't wear no skinnies around, baby, if you not with it." Now hold up, when he said baby, was he talking Lil Baby? The way he jumped from denying snitching to outing half the industry had people shook. It sounded less like a defense and more like he was itching to spill secrets the whole time. Of course, Thug deleted that post within minutes, but the damage was already done. And if that wasn't messy enough, YSL's own Woody jumped into the chaos with jaw-dropping claims of his own. He accused Thug of doing some grimy things in prison and even paying hush money to keep it quiet. In a clip that spread like wildfire, Woody said, "He can't even look at himself."
Look at himself. He can't look at himself. His conscience in the mouth. He trying to pay all this money to keep this stuff out the blogs. Keep paying the media. This what the control they have. This the control they have. Calling people, bro, don't unfollow me, bro. Nah, I mean, not right now, bro. I understand you don't mess with me, bro. But just do it in a professional way, bro. Like, come on, bro. Yeah.
That only fueled the storm and had fans buzzing even louder. And through it all, Mariah was left holding the bag. She canceled shows just to be with him when he got out, only to face rumors that he'd been creeping the whole time with women and whoever else he was linked to behind bars. The betrayal felt brutal and fans couldn't help but feel bad for her. Now the tea is hotter than ever, sides are being chosen, timelines are going crazy, and the fallout from Young Thug's alleged prison affair is just beginning. One thing's for sure, two things for certain, this story is nowhere near done. The next bombshell could drop any second, and when it does, somebody's getting dragged to filth. The only question is, who's really telling the truth and who's about to get exposed next? Before you slide out, smash that like button if you're rocking with us, hit subscribe if you're really about this, and don't forget that notification bell so you never miss the next messy drop. Trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming.